helps.
Good evening, Therapy Army. Where are you? How are you? Welcome to part 2, people. Part 2. Welcome to United Real Therapy. Welcome, Saeed. Saeed, how you doing? Tom, I've sent you the link. Have you got the link? This is part 2, people. Part
2, man. I've been looking forward to this all week, man. But yeah, man, I'm good, man. Just enjoying it.
Forensically, we're going through the attributes of the players and how likely do we think they're going to fit into a Tenhag system. So, Tom, I've sent you the link. Please jump on if you can. It'd be good. We did 5 players last week. Saeed, first of all, how are you? How was your Jubilee weekend?
Jubilee weekend, man. It's been a good one, man.
Great. Saeed up for OBE.
No, mate. I'm watching, mate. I'm watching, man. The Queen said on the day 2, she said, "Oh, man, I'm a bit distressed. I don't want to come out today and join it." So I was like, "All right, I'm not watching it then, innit? If you don't want to come out, I'm not watching it as well." So yeah, man. Other than that, man, it's been good, man. Just been staying busy, man. When there's no football, I don't really like this Euro Nations. I'll be honest with you. It's boring, man. And the players don't want to be there. The players are not really playing that exciting. It's not exciting football, this Euro Nations. So big up to you. Big up to everybody who's watching, man. Make sure you smash a like on the video from the start, from the get-go. And yeah, man, how are you, man? How you been, man? How are the cats, man? I miss the cats.
The cats are all right, man. We got family here. Everybody's good, bro. Everybody's good.
Yeah, man. Big up to you, man.
Big up. Listen, way off. That's all we are. We just done a show on Saeed. Saeed, tell them about the show. Let the people know about the show.
Yeah, make sure you check it out, people. Man United Need to Act Fast podcast 180. Yeah, man, make sure you check it out, man. We just have a chatting about why we need to act fast and why it's important Man United have a plan, man. Because without no plan, Nuruddin, there's no... You there?
No cigar, mate. No cigar.
Exactly. So we need to have that plan, Nuruddin. If we don't have that plan, it could be a sticky summer indeed. Because it will be. Because you know what this club is like, man? They say to you, monitoring, then they say to you situation, and then they say to you this, and by the end of it, they're scrambling, and then the next thing you know, they go and get a player who's worth 70 odd, but is it De Jong or is it the player that we were meant to get?
Exactly.
You see what I mean?
Exactly. So at the moment, we're
big up Wales as well. Big up Wales as well.
Yo, big up Wales, man.
Unlucky Stephen know about Scotland.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up Scotland, man. Scotland give it a go, but it was unlucky, innit?
Yeah, but because they got McTominay at the back, man, they need to take him out of the team.
Nothing to do with McTominay.
Can you believe that, Nuruddin, man? We've got McTominay playing for Man United's midfield, but he can't even play in Scotland's midfield.
Well, to be fair, we could say the same about David De Gea, innit? About how.
No, but he's had his chance. He's been multiple World Cups and whatnot. Like he's been there, done it. Like everybody knows. It's just that the manager has a specific style of play. With this one, you're a midfielder though. And you're playing centre back.
They don't have that many great centre backs in it, and Scott McTominay gets put back there. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. At the end of the day,
he's not a good midfielder. By the way, Fred played in midfield. He's still playing in Brazil.
I genuinely think Scotland only play him there because they haven't got enough good centre halves. That's the thing, me personally. Tom,
big up, Tom. How are you, mate?
Where are you? Where have you been?
Where are you?
I've been on the run, lads. That's where I've been.
Oh, big up to you, man.
I've been on the run after this horror show.
Listen, Tom, we heard that you were outside the castle singing, God, even after everybody's gone, Tom's there. God, neighbor, only gonna stop. No, I mean the Queen.
That's funny.
Oh, man.
Listen, I've been giving it on Twitter. I've been giving it all social media, mate, giving the context, mate. I'm not getting brainwashed to go and support some Queen, mate. It's not happening. I'm sorry.
Johnny and Statman were on it, man. They were beefing on the timeline, man.
Who's that?
Johnny and Statman.
Saying what? Who's who?
I think Johnny was like, "Nah, man. You know, I mean, big up the Queen." And Statman's not having it, man. So there's beef on the timeline about the Queen, man. Yeah, I want to back it.
Listen, I put up on Twitter. I put up just telling it as it is, man. There's historical contextual truth, and there's whatever you think there is. But Tom, how are you? Did you have a good Jubilee weekend, Tom?
Absolutely, lads. Yeah.
Street parties?
No, not street parties. House parties.
No, Tom's having a house party. Bit on a barbecue this weekend?
Nah, not this weekend.
After beer, on the beer?
On it always.
On it, man. On it like a car bonnet.
Let them know your favorite beer, what you like drinking on the weekends, mate.
What I drink on the weekend?
What you were drinking in Barcelona, anyway?
I was drinking Heineken. That's my sport choice, anyway.
There you go.
San Miguel.
There we go. So we just been with Saeed, Saeed's channel, about the frustrations about it. So make sure, people, after you watch this here, go back. Those of you who haven't, go and watch that video. Saeed is just channeling the frustrations with the fans and saying Man United need to step up quickly because other teams are acting. And we're putting it in two ways. Are Man United being super secretive, or is it like usual absolute horrendous transfer windows that we're all used to? Is it the same way, or is it Man United are just being super secretive? And this the young Frankie. Now, Saeed said we're seducing him, and Saeed him on 4 seasons, innit?
Well, I didn't say it. Yeah.
I think a journalist said it, not Saeed. But...
Yeah.
But you know what? That's what I'm saying to you. Saeed in 4 seasons. Saeed was 4 seasons wingman, and it was a letdown, innit?
So, yo, 4 seasons, man. Apologies, man. Apologies.
Yo, big up 4 seasons, man. I love that kid, man. I love him. I got a love for him, man. But hey, as we continue to part 2, so can you both refresh me on the players that you judged last week?
Martial,
well, I had Harry Beckenbauer, didn't we?
Yeah. Maguire. Yeah. Shaw. You judged Maguire. Shaw.
Martial, one of them.
Martial.
Yeah.
Who else was there?
So Maguire. Rashford. 4th.
There was one more, because Saeed had one more ahead of me, didn't he?
So there was also Bruno Fernandes as well.
Yeah, that's the 5.
That's the 5 that we did, yeah.
So Bruno, Rashford, Martial,
Maguire,
Luke Shaw.
And
what did we say last week, Saeed? That you think Bruno doesn't fit into Tenhag's system?
Mm,
Was
it Bruno that I did say? Yeah, Bruno. Yeah,
Bruno you did it about Bruno. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't fit into the system.
Luke Shaw can.
Luke Shaw can, and then you said Rashford he can't either.
No, yeah, that's what I said.
And then you said Tom Martial can.
Yeah, I said Martial can. I said Maguire can get in the bin.
Maguire can get in the bin. There we go.
No high lines, my guy. No high lines.
I've saved. We're gonna kick off. I'm gonna go this time. Last time Saeed was first. So this time we're going down. This is Tom's turn. Can we have some background music, please?
Where's the drum roll?
The player that you have, Tom, is McTominay!
Wow. Thank God.
I'm shocked.
Thank God.
It was either going to be Scotty or McPassion, wasn't it? My God.
Tom, think long and hard about the attributes of the player. At his best. I don't want you to think about him at his worst, right? To be fair to the players, we're going to think about it at his best, Tom. Tom, stop giggling. This ain't comedy. Not comedy.
Where does he play? Centre-back, midfield? Who knows anymore?
I knew that he was going to say that. No. About where he plays for his international team. I want you to think about him, and I want you to all do it in the comments as well, people. Let's do it. We're all adults. We could have a nuanced conversation about this. So we can go and say that at his best, Scott McTominay at his best, where does his attributes fit in with Tenhag's football? So go ahead, Tom.
Physique, I guess. You know, physical presence. He's young. he's got a set of legs. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
He's entering his prime years.
Listen, Tom, stop following Sky Sports that don't know nothing about Man United specifically. Stop talking like you're doing a Tim Sherwood impression of Tim Sherwood right now.
Tim Sherwood. No, but
I've got a good one for you. The chat's gave you a good one there.
Drum roll. Oh, hang on.
They've given you a good one. He plays good at a certain club.
I've not even seen it yet. Hang on. He's got legs. No.
He plays good against a certain club.
What, Leeds?
Yeah, Leeds.
Oh, come off it, Leeds. One game.
So when you need him the most against your one of your
Saeed, when was that game again? Was it in lockdown season?
Lockdown, and I think the start of the season. Did he play? I don't think he played against the start of the season, the first game of the season.
I don't think he played. No.
No, David Silva. Listen, I just want to correct Simpson. Yeah, they want Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva, not David Silva. But we get the gist, right? Tom. So at his best, Scott McTominay at his best is box to box number 8. He's good at taking shots. He's a goal scoring number 8. At his best, Scott McTominay.
I think to be fair, I will give him credit in one department. I think he can carry the ball. When he's got, I know it's easy to say when you've got a clear blade of grass in front of you, but he does progress the ball very well when he's going forwards. But I've not really got much to say about him.
The passing lets him down, innit?
The passing, the haircut, everything. The guy's got no style, honestly.
Drago, innit? Shot back and sides. Back and sides.
I'm telling you.
The main attribute is that he's good in the air. The physicality when balls are being thrown into the air, he's quite good at that. At United, getting the balls away. He is, it's like he said, box to box. He's got a decent shot on him from outside the area. Yep. In the box, he's a bit of a threat because of physicality and the ball in the air. He, like he said, when he gets a bit of like grass ahead of him, he's good at carrying the ball. Yeah. Right? I think we've given him that's 4 things that he's good at.
That's generous. That is generous. Let's be honest.
No, because we've got to be fair. That's his best.
Yeah.
Because I remember me and Saeed were in the stadium sometime when Pogba got injured and he got injured, and we were like, "Oh my god, like, why? What's going on here?"
There was a game against Norwich. I think it was about 2 years ago where I thought he had a 10 out of 10 performance, and everyone was like saying Captain Scott McTominay, and there was a little bit of a feeling that Scott McTominay was starting to grow on people. Not everyone, but there was a feeling that he was on good form, and he was a likable character. But then, when Ollie started playing him in this role with McFred, that's when the problem started.
That's when he died, innit? That's when he died.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when everyone died, really.
Yeah, exactly. Where we died as a fan base is where we were all murdered, mate. Murdered. Crimes against Man United heritage. You know what? That's what it was. It was like crimes against Man United midfield heritage. That was McFred. McFred would always will be. Even the jumper.
You're going, Norden. You're going. You're going.
Your sound's gone mad then.
Yo, Neil Ashton is at me, innit?
Come in and out, Norden.
Come in and out, and it might change it.
Yeah, I don't know what you sounded like there. I don't know what you was sounding there.
It looked like a Dalek, wasn't it, there?
Mate, it was a Dalek.
Neil Ashton, mate.
Was I talking like a Ferengi? Some people say I look like a bit like Ferengi. You know what I mean? Star Trek people, yeah? Big up Star Trek, man. But what I was saying was that we all died, the fan base all died, innit? We all died with him. When McFred, like I said, for me, McFred will always do crimes against Manchester United midfield heritage. He will always do.
Yeah. It's true.
So let's look at what he's bad at, Saeed. And sorry, Tom. Go on, Tom.
Yeah.
Right, where do we start? Positional play. I see my man. He's supposed to play midfield. I see him drifting all the way out to right wing half the time, or left wing, depending on which side of the midfield he plays against. Press resistance. You put the ball at feet and you put a man 5 yards away from him, he absolutely panics and he fires it into the stadium. He is honestly, he's a bottler when it comes to actually somebody is aggressing him. He does not deal with the pressure at all. You know, where defensively, he plays in the holding role alongside McFred, but he's a box-to-box player. Box-to-box players, for me, cannot play in a defensive role. It doesn't work unless they have defensive qualities. The only thing that people always renowned against him is, it's similar to how Roy Keane was. You know, the physicality. He loves a challenge. Everybody loves a challenge. That's what you should play football for, shouldn't you? Football's not nice. Football is not nice. And to play in the middle of the park, to play in anywhere in the middle of the park, whether it's attacking midfield, defensive, or box to box, I don't want to see any niceness. I don't want to see, you always winning the ball cleanly. You want a bit of grit. You want a bit of heart. You want to get stuck into people. That's what football's about. And yeah, McTominay does have that, but I'm sorry, positionally wise, no. Like seriously, somebody needs to get some video analyst or something. He needs his own personal analyst to work with him about where he needs to go on a football field, because he either gets caught in areas, like I say, where he's got five yards from the player and he panics on the ball, and then he's doing a long pass and it goes out into touch, or positional play when we are actually getting counter attacks on, or a team is progressing on us, he's nowhere to be seen. He goes hiding, and then when we actually do win the ball back, he never wants the ball. And even when he does want the ball, it's always the sideways pass, the backwards pass. That's not Man United. We know Man United is progressive. You try things, even if it doesn't always come off. You try things. Neil Ashton's gonna get.
Neil Ashton's got him today, man.
There we go. We're back now.
Neil Ashton's got you today, Dorian.
Yeah, he honestly has.
That comment from Stephen Kramer. Big up Stephen Kramer, man. Unlucky Scotland. Big up to Scottish people, man. Unlucky Scotland. Good season up there in Scotland, battling out Rangers and Celtic. Big up to the Celtic, massive.
Big up to the Celtics, yeah.
I was supporting Frankfurt. You know what I mean? I'm never shy about what I think about Rangers, mate. If I'm anybody but Rangers, that's who I am.
Don't tell that bits and bobs. Don't tell bits and bobs.
He already knows. I tell the whole world my agenda is always against Rangers. I'm always for Celtic in so many ways. So Stephen Kramer says, Tom, I don't think McTominay. I do think McTominay, like a lot of our players, are victims of a poor team structure. Where do you think about that? Do you think he's got a point there?
But players are supposed to thrive on their own as well. Not everything you can teach a player can be coached. I'm sorry, it can. Yeah, you can teach stuff like positional play and things like that, but when you're actually getting, no coach can teach you not to buckle when a player comes towards you and presses you and pesters you. No coach can stop that. Oh mate, honestly, I saw this clip when I was at work earlier on. I absolutely laughed my head off about Danny Murphy, man.
Listen, let me.
Some of the stuff he talks, honestly.
Big up Alex, yeah. Big up Alex.
Big up Alex, man. Big up.
Big up Alex for the super chat, guys. There's over 100 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you're not. We're on the road to 10,000. Therapy Army, let's be having you. Please, let's encourage people to smash a like in the video in the comments. You know the people. Malcolm. Big up Khalees, United reporter of United Real Therapy. Big up King KP. Big up Alex. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, did any of you see the clip of Danny Murphy saying,
oh my God, mate.
Southgate over
Slow news day, man. You know that's called slow news day, Norton. That is called.
Ole Gunnar Southgate. We were right all along, guys.
But seriously, Alex, are you shocked? He's not talking objectively. He's talking like he's a Liverpool fan because he's scared of what Tenhag might do. He's scared. So, of course, he's going to go, listen, Therapy Army, Alex, coined the phrase, Ole Gunnar what? Southgate.
Exactly. But you know what it is, though? It's the media just trying to make United look like a club that just doesn't want to win. Like, they want it to be, what do you say about camaraderie and togetherness? Listen, mate. What's togetherness?
Unity were the main word.
You know what? I did say, I think I would give my season ticket away if Southgate was manager. I said it. So if he comes next manager, honestly, I'm not even kidding you. I'll give it to someone and they can have it. Hey?
You're a bit harsh.
No, I genuinely would. I would say someone who wants to have it until he's gone.
Imagine you give the season away and Ole Gunnar Southgate gets the people together and the camaraderie is back and we win the league. What are you doing?
Well, I'm at home and I'll be humble enough to say I'm at home. I genuinely, you can have Ole Gunnar Southgate me because I'm not. I've had Ole for how many years, mate? I don't want Southgate. So that's why I'm saying Ten Hag has to work, man. Because if Ten Hag doesn't work, I don't know what we're gonna do, mate. Because you know they're gonna go back to that level. Every manager we've had, have you noticed? We had David Moyes, who was that kind of lead cheerleader, whatnot. Then we had Van Gaal, hard machine. Then they went for a serial winner. Then they went back to Lovey Dubby Ole. Then they went to a man who kind of thinks, okay, let's think. So
they went for the nerd. They went to the nerd, and now who are they with? They were someone like Stone Cold.
Yeah, and then they'll go back to Lovey Dubby.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then when that doesn't work, and when they find out, they're having a lot of training sessions, and they're working too hard, and we don't like this kind of, trouble at Man United. Yeah, so big up to Killis, man.
Yes,
yeah, big up Chris, man. Yeah,
big up Kelly, man. Kellis, Alex, every one of you.
Big up to you, man.
Big up Sherbert 0161.
Why is this all media? Like so many Liverpool fans in the media. It's crazy, you know, when you think about
I told you, man.
Because they're winning things. They're winning things. Man United. This was Man United 10 years ago.
And it's not even that, Tom. Like, you look at majority of editors, majority people who
I know this. Yeah, I will with people, Nurjan.
Yeah. But listen, think about the majority of people who are in their 50s or early 60s or say mid 50s who have got power, who are produced. Saeed, your camera's gone out. You've gone a bit faded like Scott McTominay in the background.
I'm back.
He's back now. He's back. Yeah. See, Scott McTominay sometimes fades. No, Neil Ashton's turning to
Neil Ashton's got me, man. Neil Ashton's got me. Let me come in and out.
Yeah. So, Tom, look at the cons. Do you think Scott McTominay, with decent coaching, decent system structure around the team, do you think he would be a guy that can fit into Tenhag's system? Yes or no?
Not into the starting 11 now.
Well, as a squad player?
Squad player, maybe, because we need the numbers, but no, not for me.
Okay, so there we go. Even though I do think what Stephen Kramer says is interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I take that point. That is about the structure team, and he was allowed to play as a number 8, box-to-box number 8 in the squad. I think Scott McTominay will be decent.
But no, I just think, Nuruddin, I think generally, when a player is a squad player, they understand that. Fletcher knew that. A lot of players knew that, Ji-Sung Park, but they played their role very well. Now, I feel like players are in this they're in a different role that they're not meant to be. And it's like almost a joker. Look how giddy the joker gets when he's a joker. But when he's not the joker, he's very sad and he's miserable. But when he's at the joker, he's taking it, he's loving it. And I feel like a lot of these players have been playing double roles when they're not really. They're meant to be sub and bench players, really.
Okay, so Scott McTominay is one of the first subs of the team.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Saeed, I'm going to give you his partner in crime, one like Fred the Pasta, Fred Madness. So let's talk about his attributes, Saeed. Take it away.
Before I kind of go on that, I'm not going to lie to you. I never really rated Fred when he came to the football club. I was one of the few. I don't know if you remember the United Stand days, Norridin, where we were all having these debates outside and Fred this and get this Fred out, man. He's a fraud, 50 million. I for once didn't think what his kind of position was. Was he an 8? Was he a sit-in? Was he a 10? You know what I mean? There were so many other positions that he could play. So I didn't actually know his position. I thought he was quite weak. But I think his attributes are that he's got energy. Are we doing attributes first or bad?
Yeah, attributes first.
Yeah, I think his energy, his tenacity, his ball winning, his recovery, his yeah, I just think his the midfield zip that he gives us and that kind of energy, I think, is what Man United have been lacking for so many years.
Legs.
And I think that box-to-box nature, he's got the legs. We need some more legs in here. Yeah, exactly.
Some more legs in there.
Yeah, I think his goals are getting better now in terms of his goal attributes. He's looking a bit more dangerous now in terms of giving the ball and making sure he gets the ball forward now. He's looking a bit more threatening now when he's allowed to play that box-to-box role. He played it a few times this season when Bruno's not been available. I thought he's done well there. I would say that's his biggest attributes. But in terms of his deficiencies, I think sometimes physicality is not great. I sometimes think his intelligence in certain positions to not, just take the ball out. It's sometimes, I don't know about you guys here, but do you remember the game against Everton? Everybody's shouting for Fred, get the ball out, get the ball out. And then he has this kind of he thinks twice about things and then boom, he loses the ball. I just think in that quick awareness to understand. But again, because he's not being played in a natural position, maybe I'm judging a bit not fairly. But I think his ability,
you could say that McTominay, because both him and McTominay don't play their favorite positions. They don't.
There you go, exactly. So I think
a lot of times we blame them, but the club has put them in these positions. These coaches put them in these positions. So to me, my biggest thing is his quality on the ball. He can be bullied out of the ball so easily. Even though he wins it back, he gets bullied.
Sometimes he hogs onto the ball a little bit.
Yeah, and his passing is disgusting. His crimes against Man United midfield passing. Honestly, some of it is disgusting, Saeed. And you know the
what game was it? I think there was a game in particular where he was just terrible. Brighton game. Remember the Brighton game?
Brighton, yeah.
Oh my God. That game was terrible.
He just kept giving loads of the ball. When you're there, both of them, and they're both just giving the ball away, right, left, and centre. Like they're both horrendous when they're pressed or anywhere near them. They both panic, even though he's a Brazilian. I always say sometimes it depends who turns up, what game you go to. Is it Fred from Stoke or Fred from Brazil? That's what it is, and that's all I can say about Fred. There's a Brazilian Fred in there somewhere that becomes a pasta overnight, and there's a Stoke player in there.
There's a lookalike. That's what it is.
That's what it is, right? So it's damaging. But do you think he would fit into a Tenhag structured system? By the way, let me just deal with this comment. Sim. Let me just deal with this other comment as well. You know what? Haroon made it. Was it Haroon? Haroon made an interesting thing. So it's Nuruddin. Why is this Arsenal pushing forward, trying to get signed Gabriel Jesus and having bids rejected for Scamacca? Yet United camp, we're still hearing murmurs about because Man United have become super secretive, or else we're just like what you
we are the club. Let's just make the point. We are the club that a football agent uses to get their players and their clients bigger and better moves.
Exactly.
That's it. Or get new deals at football clubs.
Exactly.
But go on, Saeed, anyway.
I just want to go.
I think so. What again? Sorry.
I just want to go to Sim. Sim saying if they need coaching now, they're at their ages. What the F have they been doing since 7 years? Tactics, yes, but no coaching. No one's coaching. Ronaldo can coach, but Ronaldo. But look, Sim. You're judging them against one of the greatest footballers in history, like of all time. Like that's what you're judging him against. Not everybody can be Ronaldo mindset, Ronaldo believing himself. No, I think structurally they can be coached to play in a sense. So big up. But go ahead, Sai. So we've talked about it. It can be the Fred from Brazil or Fred from Stoke, and that's it. So Saeed, I put it down to you. Does he fit in? This is going to be a very interesting. So people get the drum roll ready. Does he fit into a Tenhag system that's structured, that everybody is doing their bit?
Yes.
Ooh!
Yeah, I think he can. He's not a definite starter. I don't think. I think he could be a utility player. I think he's one to watch out for in terms of positional sense. He may even play at left back. He may even play on the wings. You just don't know. I think Ten Hag could do a lot with Fred. You never know what Fred could do in terms of positional sense. He could play further forward. You know what I mean? In a more advanced role. So he'll be a utility player, but not a starter. I don't think he'll be a starter. But again, I think he could adapt to someone that could give us a bit of energy in there. But again, he'll be one to watch. Because there's always one player that I think a manager has and he uses him as a utility player. And that will be him, Fred.
Tom? What do you think?
I think it's kind of the same case that we just said for McTominay, really. They're both similar, but they're on the opposite.
Listen, let's define their roles.
Yeah.
Box to box. Fred is a high pressing number 8. Go ahead.
Yeah. They're both on they're on the same spectrum, but just at the either ends of it. What one makes up for in not really having the positional play. Fred at least is in the right areas that he needs to be in, although he might not have the quality to defend because he's not a CDM. Whereas McTominay, he might be a bit of passion running about the field, getting stuck into challenges and stuff. But you need discipline. Not every time you're going to be able to win the ball, and this is the problem. And even with the system that Ten Hag is going to want to play, he adapts and he uses 2 number 8s. In his system, for anybody who saw the Ajax team that he used when he got to the Champions League semi-final, he didn't play in that team with an out-and-out defensive midfielder. Frankie de Jong and Donny van der Beek run that midfield. Neither of those two I see as defensive midfielders.
Can I put you in there, Tom? The Spanish player.
Listen, Tom, he did try them at a certain time.
Yeah. I know he interchanges them and stuff.
Listen, I think his name is Sherbert or something like that. Sherbert. Not Sherbert here, another guy. I think his name's Shrubs or something like that. He tried them both, and he found out that they both, and Tenhag talked about it.
Scone.
Yeah. So basically, they weren't defensively disciplined enough. So we got one guy to play with him, and they both balled. And he actually moved Donny van de Beek up the pitch more.
Yes.
So he did do that, but it'd be interesting to see.
He was in the frame as well, but listen.
Tom, are you ready for this one? Drum roll, please.
Go on.
David De Gea!
Ooh.
we always know I'm going to cause some friction here, don't we?
No.
I don't know why this is this kind of madness.
I don't.
David De Gea.
But go ahead, Tom.
Brilliant.
Look at David De Gea at his best attributes.
Shot stopping. I think he's one of the best. I think he's one of the best in the world. Reflexes.
Yeah.
Positional play as well. I think he's brilliant.
Legs. We need some more legs in there. He makes incredible saves with his legs, doesn't he?
Yeah. You got to say that.
The first keeper I've ever seen make some fantastic saves with his legs, by the way.
Yeah. Legs, man.
Leg reflexes. But go ahead. What else?
One of the best.
I think I think intelligence as well, really. Being in the knowing when you need to come out to players and stuff, for example, when they might be in behind and stuff like that. Putting players off as well. Because
that's interesting. That's really interesting because I believe that's one of his. We don't see that enough because we usually play low block. We've been used to playing a lot of low block in 6 years. But I think he did it for Van Gaal. He did do that.
That's what I mean. Like Van Gaal, where he had the proper coaching and he had the proper. What was it? I can't remember what
goalkeeper coach we had.
I can't remember what the Dutch guy was that Van Gaal brought in. He was brilliant with the work they did with distribution as well.
Yeah, so we don't know yet. But at his worst, I can give you swings. He's not a modern keeper. He doesn't get involved in play.
Yeah.
He's a bit cowardice when it comes to commanding his area. He doesn't get involved and throw the ball out too often. Even though he's got a decent left foot, he kicks the ball in it or right foot to the sides to try to get Rashford in sometimes on the counter attack. But yeah, he lacks a lot of modern day technique deficiencies, and that's why Luis Enrique basically came out and was like, "I've got my keepers because in modern day football, I want to play the football like this. I want my manager to be the guy who starts. I want my goalkeeper to be the guy who starts the attacking. I want my goalkeeper to be incredibly commanding. I want my goalkeeper to have a lot of presence, not just when they're making shots or saving shots, but when crosses come in the box. And David De Gea lacks in all those things. And we can all be honest.
I think everybody can be honest. My thing is, I think, what gets looked upon and looked down upon is that a keeper is meant to be a keeper. I think everything else, I generally think there's a lot of modern day keepers now who are not really great. And when it comes to do you remember that Villarreal keeper messing about and trying to be You remember that keeper, man? I just don't see David De Gea making the mistakes that are costly, that are, for me, unforced errors. I don't see David De Gea making them clear, evident.
He did have that errors. One season though, didn't he? Though, where but the whole team was capitulating. Yeah, I know.
Most of the time, David De Gea as a keeper is almost faultless. And he does keep in most games. I do get you though in terms of a modern day keeper. But then again, I can say the same feeling that people say Rashford, let's give it a new manager, and then I think that Rashford's not good enough at all. It's the same way we could talk about David De Gea. Maybe as a modern day keeper, he might not be what people want, but as a keeper first, I think right now, who's out there that can come and replace him at this current stage? Apart from the Brighton keeper, we're not that kind of club anymore that can just come in and just pinch keepers. It has to be what the manager wants. If the manager comes in and says, because I feel like Ronaldo, I'm thinking, how can Tenhag work with Ronaldo? And that's what I've got this feeling, guys. But who knows? Tenhag might get the best out of Ronaldo even more. Who knows?
But he's got some coaching methods though, hasn't he? Really, because you can't really come out with potentially the greatest player of all time and say that he's in your plans, and then you go and sell him as soon as you get back in the job from your holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a statement. You've got to say that, but like we said, with players like David De Gea, I think the main thing that gets criticised about him is the distribution. Because you see how the two top teams in the league, Edison and Alisson, who I think are probably the best goalkeepers in the world, who play for both our rival clubs.
Stop there, Tom. Stop there.
Go on.
I think Alisson for Liverpool is probably one of the best goalkeepers in the world. But Edison, oh my God, he's had an absolute shocker this season. Some of the goals he's let in have been absolutely. But everybody overlooks that. Because he's probably the best ball playing goalkeeper in the world.
That's what I meant. I meant about distribution. I wasn't meaning overall. Both of them in terms of distribution are brilliant, and that's the thing. But even with David De Gea, like we've said about when he played under Van Gaal, I saw this man pinging 50-yard balls out to Depay and going straight on the move. I saw it when they were lifting the ball into Wayne Rooney's midfield pockets and picking the spaces up. I've seen him use distribution areas well. And it's not a case of the goalkeeper's got to be good with the feet. The players have got to be in the right areas and in the right pockets to get the ball. That's what it has been. And it's not as easy as saying just boot it out wide to your left back or to your left winger. Play the central balls. Make players move. You get your wingers to invert inside and you come and collect the ball from a goal kick or distribution plays. But we know, as we've been playing this low block football, as soon as you get the ball from a corner or you come and collect the ball, we're not thinking get straight up the field and counter-attack. We're thinking, right, let's keep the ball, let's take the sting out of the game. Let's make it tough, let's make it rough. That's how we have been the last couple of years. We're not expansive. And the goalkeeper does play a major factor in that. And I think if Henderson,
Romero could have been that one,
I think Romero, and I think
was the closest.
He was hard done by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for me.
He was
the way that he was turfed out and everything, with stuff that happened with his family and stuff. It was disgraceful. And some of the comments
he could have been the modern day keeper we needed because he's been a very in terms of his feet.
He got to that World Cup final, didn't he, with Argentina?
Yeah, and in terms of his feet, he was very, very good.
Germany, I think,
very good. Yeah, very good. So, but again, it's about preference. I just think with David De Gea, we're going to find out. We need
to recruit one. I do believe we need to recruit one, especially if Henderson goes. We need to recruit another keeper.
We've got a bit of breaking news on the side of what people are saying. I think it's Telegraph guy.
We're stuck with him.
Newcastle United are not. Big up Kelly's from Midfield, Chief Reporter United Real Therapy. Big up to the therapy army. We've got 131 consistently now watching for the last half an hour, 40 minutes. And
come on, big up, man.
Something like it's the absolute disgrace to you all. Seriously, you're all taking the mick out of us. This is an unusual show, and we're here to provide for you, man. I've got a bit of a cold, and I'm battling it, and I'm still doing the show.
I had one on the weekend, man. It's bad, It's going around again, I think.
Yeah. So big up. Listen, Newcastle United are not planning to sign Dean Henderson this summer. There has been no attempt made to sign him, and there's not going to be change in the window. So there we go, people. That's the breaking news. That's the bit of the breaking news. So basically, Henderson could stay. Saeed, right? Tom, the question is, does he fit in to the way Tenhag plays? Tenhag likes his goalkeepers to start the attacks. Does he fit into that, yes or no?
With coaching, I think, yeah.
With coaching, yes. Without coaching, he doesn't fit into it, does
he? Without a proper goalkeeping coach to work with him, who knows the Dutch way of playing and building out from the back, he's got no chance.
Okay.
Not playing the Tenhag way anyway.
Okay. So he doesn't have to be a problem this season, but in the long term, if he doesn't improve...
In the long term, I think it would be an issue, but in the short term, I think we can make do with him.
Exactly. Big up Kelly's from Medin Lassie. Please smash a like on the video. Let me know how many likes we got. Lukaku has been sending public and private messages to Inter Milan since Christmas. He's been calling the former teammates, coach, directors, and presidents. He will do everything he can to leave Chelsea.
Comedy, man.
Di Marzio. Big up Di Marzio. Original guy that was talking about Man United. And you know the reason why Di Marzio was talking about Man United? Because his friend was who? The late Riola.
Yeah, Riola.
Riola was the guy that was leaking to him. So big up, man. Now, Saeed, who have we got out of the 11? One called Varane. Injury, Mr. I am always in the injury.
And he's injured now as well. Did you know that, by the way?
Mr. Wheelchair Varane. Talk to me.
He's Zimmer frame. He's Zimmer frame at 28.
Listen,
29 now, isn't it?
Mate,
he's looking at Wayne Rooney, man. He's looking at Wayne Rooney now in his career, mate.
Talk to me about him.
Oh my God, I've got massive reservations about Varane. I'm very open to admitting that he's not been the signing we've kind of hoped and wanted, but I still think we need to give him time. I still think
that is best. At his best. What has Varane shown you this season, especially at Old Trafford?
He's got pace, abundance of pace. He's quick in terms of movement, reading of the game. Yeah, he's good reader of the game. I think he's quick to anticipate in terms of any lost possession. I think I think aerially, I think I've seen some good stuff in terms of him clearing it out this season for Old Trafford. I think what else can I say? That's the thing though, we haven't seen a lot of Varane. But if I would say that one, I think his reading of the game in terms of getting any lost balls, he's quite quick to them. Nobody can beat him for pace. I would say that would be my pros about Varane.
For me, one of the most things that I was surprised about how good he's in the air.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
it was really good in the air. I was surprised at that. Other than that, he's in a treatment room, and we've got one of the worst like injury and rehab people. So our injury and rehab need more expertise. They're not the worst, but we need more expertise. Tom, come in on Varane. What's going on with Varane?
What's going on with Varane? Well, he's missing in action from what I can hear. I mean, the guy's taking more holidays than Cavani. Seriously, like, I don't know what this guy's injury record was like before we joined. I know it wasn't great at Real Madrid, but it wasn't this bad.
He's missed more games this season than the last 3 or 4 years at Real Madrid, apparently.
This is what I mean. And we're buying these players as well. I can accept if you get a player for free and it might not work.
Saeed, can you let the people know what was my biggest revelations about Varane?
What he was coming for?
Yeah, nice injury record.
Oh, injury record. All right.
And you're always what do you call it? You know what I mean? But the thing is, it's not even the fact that
Neil Ashton's got you, Saeed. Neil Ashton's got you. Neil Ashton's got you, Saeed.
Bone ones. It's the muscles. It's the fact that he's just.
Oh, he's back.
Am I here?
Yeah, you're back now, Saeed.
Yeah. You couldn't.
Muscular injuries, man. That's what's worrying me. That's when you know a player's had a long career and is at 29 getting all these muscular injuries, which for me that's the concern. Oh, he's got as well.
What is going on?
What is going on?
Honestly, it's like a circus.
It's a circus going down here, man. That's
one bad word about one of our key players. Bang.
Yeah,
Neil Ashton what's
going on? Is it South Manchester? What's going on? Is Neil Ashton near you? Is he near me? What's going on?
Neil Ashton's between me and Saeed's gaff, innit? Going, let me stop him.
He's got the hot point. He's got the internet and he's gone, yo, listen, let me cut them off, man. Because remember we had that thing with the StreamYard and they just wouldn't let us stream.
Crazy.
That day.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like I said to you, in terms of Varane, injuries, man, like you can't fix injuries. You can rehabilitate and you can have better, But in terms of if you're injury prone coming into something, which the Real Madrid fans did talk about, then it's going to be very, very difficult for United to get the best out of him. You
need coping mechanisms for this sort of stuff. You need proper one-to-one personal trainers who will do the right conditioning and the right recovery work.
But
they're not going to miss as many games.
Yeah, Tom, it's also like really talking to Varane, like really talking, understanding his body, managing him, managing the injuries. You know what I mean? Like really getting much information, doing loads of tests on him to see what is the limits. What is it that what is it that he's breaking down? Is it dehydration? A lot of it is to do with dehydration. A lot of it is to do with rest. A lot of it is to do with like even driving like tight, really short sport cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different things. It's about looking at his holistic view of his lifestyle outside of the game and the way he plays the game. Is it certain way he leads too much onto his left? Does he put his body weight on one foot? It's like the biomechanics of his game, of his body, breaking it down. The biomechanics, right? That's what it is. And we need really advanced, modern injury rehab, rehab department, medical, like football medical science team to really experts to work that out with players. But Tom, drum roll, does he fit into your...
It was Saeed's player anyway.
Oh, sorry, Saeed's player.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
I'd get away with that one. I think it's can we have a question mark? Or is it just yes or no?
You put the injuries aside. If fit Varane, does he get into...
Well, that's the problem, though. Yeah, he can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he can.
But it's a very, very much...
We're looking at the best case scenario here. We're looking at the best the players that.
Well, there's not much best case, you know what I mean? For anywhere.
We've had that kind of
season. Last season.
We've had that kind of season.
Yeah.
So big up.
That kind of season. You can't really say best season, can you?
Right. No, I'm saying the best. We're thinking about the best of Varane, not the best of the season.
What was best about this, lads? Let's be honest. We should
but even we can't really judge Real Madrid, can we?
No, I mean, no. We conceded more goals than relegated team Burnley.
Right.
For Christ's sake.
Right. Are you ready, Tom?
Oh, here we go. Right, go on.
Wan-Bissaka.
Why did I know this was coming? It was either Wan-Bissaka or with Ronnie, wasn't it? That's all it was.
Yeah.
Because Saeed's there's a bit of the fan base that have got Saeed and Ronaldo into a little muddle. So that's why I wanted to keep him back for him. So I wanted to keep running back to Saeed.
You survived Harry Beckenbauer.
Wan-Bissaka is best, Tom. Think about Wan-Bissaka, not outside the chicken
3 years ago.
Manchester. Don't think about that Wan-Bissaka.
I still can't believe that story.
Don't let that enter your head. Think about Wan-Bissaka, who still, for the right back, has the best assist record as a right back at Man United. Think about him. Think about the best one-to-one tackler, defender, who's not passive, who likes to put attack challenging. Think about that guy. The guy that had Raheem Sterling in his back pocket. The guy that managed man like Mbappe. Think about that guy. Tom's gone. Tom's run for a runner. Tom's like, who's this player he's talking about?
Yeah, I'll take this one if he's gone.
Are you there, Tom? Tom's done a runner.
Tom's done a runner, man. He's
let me remove him and I'll get him back. Let's see. Tom, are you there? Tom's done a runner, mate. Saeed, think about the guy that stopped Mbappe. Think about the guy that pockets most.
Defensively, as a right back, there isn't many better around in terms of defensively. 1v1. I think that's his best attribute, 1v1 defending. I think in terms of positionally, it's not really great. You know what I mean? He gets caught out a few times. I think for me, 1v1 defending is biggest attribute. He's strong. He's quick. You know what I mean? He's quite quick. To be honest with you, I didn't actually know, but he is quick when you look at it for a right back.
He's not passive, Saeed. He's not passive.
He's not passive. Yeah, he's aggressive. But I think for me, yeah, man, he's very, very much a case of, 1v1 defending, one of the best in the Premier League. Just defending naturally 1v1. That's his pros. You want to hear his cons?
Look at Malcolm.
Bro, I said that as well, man. Exactly what I said I think it was, what was the game where I said he's not a footballer? I think it was Everton, Everton, yeah. Everton.
Right.
Everton game.
I said, big up, Tom. Tom, if you want to come back, I know I give you Wan-Bissaka. Tom's like, I'm going to Archie's to find Wan-Bissaka. Tom's going to Archie's.
Man. He's not having it, mate. He's not having it. So I took Wan-Bissaka.
Tom. AW Archie's, 5 guys. Oh my God. Sell Wan-Bissaka. He's, to me, one of his worst defensive attributes is that he gets beat on a diagonal ball over his head on that back post.
Yeah.
He tucks in too much centrally, other than
he thinks he can always put his leg out. That's why he just thinks that he can always stick his leg out.
Let me just remind you guys, the diagonal ball. Remember when the goal that guy scored against us, against RP Leipzig is a classic example, where we played them that season, where they switched the play. And he gets caught underneath the ball a lot of times because he's pushing in centrally. So he's really bad at that positioning. He's fantastic at covering recovery pace, covering the center half sometimes. But obviously, it's his qualities on the ball. I've seen big up Bear Somali brothers, coming out the mosque, wearing a wearing a khamis.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, pulling up their shawar khamis with sandals. They're doing better ball play than one.
Listen, they're disrespected, man.
The ball. Man, my guys who are in their 50s who have not touched the ball for like 30 years, got more better touch than Wan-Bissaka. Let's get it right, Saeed, right?
Listen.
In terms of the crossing, I thought he improved. I thought at the best of him, he was improving, getting involved with the play. Even though teams were like, give him the ball. You know what I mean? Give him the ball. Like give him the ball. So Tom is not here. Hopefully Tom will be back. Tom, if you can hear us, get your ass back here. Sort that internet out. Neil Ashton, leave Tom alone, eh? Leave him alone. Saeed, does he fit into a Tenhag right-back system? Yes or no?
No.
Just purely because he's not ball player.
Purely, technically, he's not good enough. Simple as that.
He's not one-to-one coaching.
No, not one-to-one coaching, man. It's not, man. I spoke to John Salako, and he said technically he's not great, and he was the one that watched him from a kid. So if John Salako can see it.
Yeah, and he's the one that... By the way, go to ATV people, wrote to 100 grand. Road to 100K, mate. 100K. Please go and check him out. He did an interesting interview with a Crystal Palace legend, player and coach, John Salako. And he broke it down for him. That he said it was incredible. Man United forked out 50 million for him.
Exactly. So, that's the situation there. So for me, I can only look at it and I think, you know what? Nah.
Yeah.
Again, it was an Ollie kind of player. Ollie was just trying to get through them years of not conceding goals, man. That's what Ollie was thinking about.
This is what it was.
Damage limitations.
Listen, big up the mix bag, yeah? He says, if Erebus is not a footballer, then McTominay is well as a rugby player. De Gea is handball keeper. United team is full of suicide squad. Expendables,
mate. Sanity.
Big up, bro. Windy, big up, Windy. Big up, sister Windy, all the way there in the US. Wan-Bissaka came to United after 18 months as a footballer for his entire life. Fullback. We shouldn't look at him. We shouldn't look at the coaching. Shouldn't we look
at the coaching for him?
Yeah. No, this is what I'm saying to you. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. I understand.
Trying to allude to the fact that maybe it is coaching.
Yeah, I said it. He's still young enough. That's the thing only about him. How is he? Still 22?
24.
24, okay. He's still under 25. So if he stops eating at Archie's, then maybe start looking after himself and realizes that he actually got banned years ago, start driving fast, brand new cars, yeah? He actually lives.
Does he still live in them flats near you? Does he still live in them flats near you?
No. I think he lives in the ones at Deansgate, innit? Close to Deansgate. You know, the one's not that far from me, but apparently that's where he lives. He lives in one of the flats there, innit? But that's why he's at Archie's, innit? He gets hungry a bit and he thinks, I get me Archie's. He needs somebody to come and cook for him, innit? That's what he needs.
Yeah.
But he needs to go on the cooking class and cook for himself. But on Man United need to send him a chef. So Saeed reckons he's not. I think it'll be interesting. I think Tenhag will make a very quick analysis of Wan-Bissaka to think if you're going to fit into a system, and if it's not, then he's going to go. So all this talk about he's definitely going, or he's leaving, I'm not buying into it. Until it's official, I'm not buying into it. So Wan-Bissaka, Saeed says, doesn't go in. Finally, I think we've done the last 11. So now it is Ronaldo. And then we've got one more for Tom. One more, which was Sancho.
Hopefully he's here.
Hopefully Tom can come back. But go ahead, Saeed. Ronaldo,
his cons, I think, holding up the ball.
One of the greatest football players.
Absolutely, yeah.
It is true,
holding up the ball, because obviously he's not a kind of
what would you say? Was doing that for him. Benzema was doing that for him.
Yeah, Benzema was doing that for him. I think hold up play, obviously his pace is not there anymore.
Can't take people on anymore, really.
Can't take people on anymore. He's not very agile anymore. obviously because of his age. Our game slows down because of Ronaldo. Our game slows down because obviously we have to play through him. That's another thing. We have to play through to Ronaldo, which kind of does hinder the rest of the team.
Too much coming outside the box. Too much of him coming outside the box.
Yeah, oh my God, that's a big thing as well. He gets attracted to the ball because he always wants the ball. He's a winner. So he always wants to get that ball to feet, which sometimes you can't do that all the time. So again,
you have to be disciplined and occupy the centre half sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's the cons in terms of pros.
One of the greatest, one of the legends, one of the greatest.
One of the greatest, yeah, absolutely. One of the greatest.
Even at 37, he's still one of the greats.
Yep, absolutely. Finishing, unbelievable. Fox in the box, aerially unbelievable. His ability to keep going at his age is relentless. He's a winner. He's a serial winner. He's got mentality.
Without him,
United would have failed this season massively, even more. You know, we would have looked at relegation zone, really. But again, like I said to you, I think for me, he's been a plus overall this season. And yeah, man, big up to Ronaldo. I think for me, I think he could play in the Tenhag system, but as a squad player, not a first teamer.
Well, we already know Ronaldo's not going to sit on the bench, and they've already talked about it. So Ronaldo's not going anywhere. Looks like Ronaldo's staying. So he will have to fit into Ten Hag's system. He will. That's the only player that is guaranteed because Ten Hag's like, yeah, he wants him. He said, what do you expect from Ronaldo next season? Goals.
Goals, exactly.
So it's going to be a very interesting plan to watch how he plays. And Tom, obviously, Neil Ashton got hold of him, kidnapped Tom. And I think
kidnapped him, man. You're going to have to keep one for him, man, because I don't want to get all the players and you get click me up on that. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to keep one uncomfortable because he's missed two now. Wan-Bissaka, and who did he miss? Ronaldo.
Yeah, well, Wan-Bissaka was his man, but that was for Tom. We decided for Tom. You didn't decide for him, Said. Also, Therapy Army decided for him, right? So we stepped in for Tom. You decided for Ronaldo, and then you're getting Sancho now. Okay. Sancho. 2 years.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the pros. He's one of the most technical players in the team. I think for me, he's a player who can. He's a team player. He's someone who links up the play well. His dribbling skills are amazing. His I'd say his crossing is getting better now. I don't know about you. I don't if you see this crossing now is getting better. His hold is kind of like, you know, his confidence is getting better now. His ability to take people on now is getting better.
Hold tight, Cedric.
Yeah, hold tight, Cedric. Exactly.
Man's eating grass. He made Cedric eat grass.
Yo, eating grass, mate. If it wasn't for the ref, man, the ref was dodgy that day. So I think his overall ability now is improving now. In terms of his cons, his pace, he lacks pace. He needs to get more goals.
To be fair, it's his third season, and we had the worst season, the worst down tooling of players in the history of Man United.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hard to judge him. Really hard to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you.
For me, the
I'm just
only
basing
thing
it on the cons.
The only thing about the cons, I think, don't tell me you got tonsillitis and 2 weeks later you're in Paris taking photos. Yeah. Don't tell me. Don't tell me these dreams. Yeah.
Because you know what media like, man.
Man's had holidays, more holidays than like I'm talking about, like Cavani type of holidays. The man's had, yeah. So you stop telling Parkies when you're fit and the club needs you. Get your boots on, lad. Get on that pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, he needs to sort that out. I think overall, he needs to improve his positional sense. You know what I mean? I think sometimes he gets caught. Sometimes, you know, maybe not trying to get into the players much. You know, I think they're the most kind of. And I saw, someone said final ball. Yeah, the final ball needs to be a bit more better in terms of playing people through.
When you don't have the quality of passing guys who can find you, it's difficult. When Donny, and if you get, you know, De Jong, you never know. And we get a proper like guy who can help in midfield as well. Another guy who's good at midfield, who can pass the ball really quickly and through the punch it into him. You might know. Said, can he fit into a Ten Hag system?
Massively. That's not even a question.
It's one of the guys that majority of United fans can agree and think actually we can free Tom. That's trending, by the way. Free Tom. Neil, let him go. Neil Ashton, let him go. Tom.
Yeah, I think he can massively. There's no doubt for me. Sancho will be in that system, Tenhag system. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Tom, come back if you can hear us. So he's one of the people that most people are excited about. Am I right, Saeed?
Yep. Absolutely.
Who else, Therapy Army, we missed out? So let's count. We've done Luke Shaw. We've done the first 11, to be fair. Our first original 11, we've done. Diego Dalot.
Yeah.
Like, we can do it, Diego Dalot together. And tell us, do you think Telles and Diego Dalot fit into the Tenhag system?
Tell us low, Dalot, yes.
Therapy Army, what are you thinking? There's 125 of you. Please smash a like on the video.
Yeah,
subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Can somebody let me know? Stephen Kramer, can you let me know? Or Malcolm, how many likes we got on the video, please? But so, Saeed, why do I think Telles doesn't fit into the system?
I think he's not. His physicality is not there for me.
He's technically good.
Technically good. That's about it. And his crossing is good. But in terms of his actual abilities
to defend,
no, and that's the main aim.
You're telling me a better structured system, Telles is not balling?
As a wing back, yeah. Even if he play 5 at the back, he would.
As a fullback, you're not going to think he's balling. He's technical.
No. I'm sorry. I've seen enough, man, as a fullback. Maybe as a back 5. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Donny.
Donny, yes. Easy. It's a Tenhag. He's got the birth of Tenhag, man. You know what I mean? He went through the school, the academy of Tenhag. Of course, man. No doubts about that one. No doubts.
Please get the likes up. Saeed, talk to me about the Big Six last week.
Man, I said it. I told you. I did it. I did it for a minute. I made sure I got Grizz, man. He didn't.
Did you forensically do it? Did you go through the?
Yeah, man. We did it. Yeah, man. I said to him, "Where's this great simple team ever, man?"
And what did he say? What did he have to say?
Well, he's trying to basically just didn't have any answers in it. He just was like, "Yo, listen, Real Madrid beat us. This is it, Courtois and all that." But we was like, "Where's it? Where's Salah? Where's this greatest ever?" You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying to you? By the way, Salah or Beckham? Yeah, who would you have had? Salah or Beckham?
Salah or Beckham? Nah, David Beckham for me, man. Are you kidding me?
I did say that, but they're not listening to me, man. But,
no, listen. But Salah has become he's not a winger out and out winger, is he? He's a goal scorer.
Forward, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's a forward. You can't really judge them. If we're talking about wingers, when Salah was a winger, not even close, mate. Salah as just a winger, David Beckham levels, mate. In terms of like setting up goals, in terms of like coming up with big goals. But Salah as a forward, no, it's Salah because Salah is more forward. I know. It's incredible goal scoring and consistency.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know why at that time we you know when you're doing midfielders, you don't say right midfielders anymore. This generation, it's more right wingers. David Beckham was a right midfielder.
Yeah. Now David Beckham can also play centre midfield as well at times and can be really good. So, radar, mate. David Beckham and Scholes were radar passers, mate. Radar.
Oh, mate. Unbelievable, man.
Unbelievable. Passing. Could you imagine some of our forwards now, the passing? Oh, God. If you had Scholes and Beckham, yeah, and in this team now, oh, my God. Like, forward, even Rashford looks like a baller. Even Rashford will look like a baller, mate. Because they were
Rashford will still find a way to mess it up, man.
No, they wouldn't. He would just
Rashford out. Rashford out.
Get Cam on some of your shows. Who's Cam?
Yeah, definitely. Cam's on Twitter. He's on Twitter. Culture Cams.
Oh yeah. Cams. Okay. Big up, man. Big up. Listen.
Big up Tom, man. Because obviously he left us, but big up to him as well.
Big up to Tom, man. Big up to Tom. So top 6 tonight?
No. It's every Wednesday now. I'm just going to be talking about transfers, obviously, till the end of the season. Every Wednesday. So, yeah. Big up to everybody, man. I'm going to
chill out tonight.
Enjoy myself. Chill out. I'm going to go check the bikes now, Nuruddin. So, we're going to go on the bike rides, aren't we? I'm going to go check them out now. Man.
Saeed, we're going to different parks. I like to go Alexandra Park. I do the parks, yeah? That's my cycling. Okay. I go Alexandra Park. I go to Platt Lane, cycle around there. I go to Charlton Water Park. And I just cycle around, man. Just a lovely, nice day. I take some packed lunch with me.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Some juice with me. Bit of fruit. Just go bit of fresh air in it in the parks, in it. Soak it in.
All right, then we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
listen. Please make sure you go to Saeed's channel, Saeed TV. Yeah, make sure you follow him all across all social media, and make sure you go and watch that video we just did about the fan base. Saeed just did a show about just literally just the sentiment of the fans in it. The fans are all getting frustrated, and hopefully, the people are asking about the 50K party, Saeed. When's it happening?
Yeah, we're gonna sort it out, man. Like I said to you, 4 seasons. You know what I mean? He's still mad at me. You know what I mean? Because
you weren't a good wingman, basically. You weren't a good wingman. You weren't a good wingman.
Yeah, but hopefully I'm gonna be a good party thing. But I'll sort it out, man. I'm just trying to
find a venue.
You know what I mean? Find a venue and whatnot. So, but we'll do it, man. Don't worry, people. We got it. We got it.
Yeah, big up to every one of you. Love and light, people. Respect. At the end of the day, please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if not subscribed. I think I'm almost short. I think I'm 10 short of 5,400. So big up to you, Therapy Army. Saeed, can you just have a look? You know, in Real Therapy, how many am I short of 400?
1 second.
Saeed's just going to have a look. I'm going to tell you. So you're going to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Please make sure you like Saeed's video as well. Big up to all the regulars.
Yeah,
man.
you're just under 400. So make sure you check it out, people.
Please, it takes 10 of you to subscribe, and I'm on 5,400. We're on our road to 10K. Therapy Army, let's be having you. And those of you who've not checked out, please go and check out the video, an hour and a half video where I dissected the pros and the cons of Pogba and Lingard, while wishing them both well in their new chapter of their football career. So go and check that video out, okay? Check that video out because we dissected there. I did that show all by myself, and it was a brilliant show, and I really enjoyed it with the comments. With us, Therapy, and we did it together, man. We went through the timeline forensically. So big up, Saeed. Big up. Saeed's had a lot of guests. He had a journalist from the BBC on the other week.
Yeah. We're gonna be. We had the Spanish guy as well on. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying to you, Nuruddin. We need to get more collabs on. So hopefully your channel brings some different European fans. Maybe you can put a message on to your channel on Twitter and say any European fans, because we can talk about European players.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Big up, man. Appreciate everybody, man.
Yo, big up. Smash a like on the video, guys, for the Army. Glazers out, bankers out. That's the only consistent here. We're consistent here, man. Glazers out, bankers out. Let's go,
Absolutely.
people. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Give us a follow on Twitter, Mr. Structure. Give a follow to Saeed all across all social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. He's on there, Saeed TV. Peace, love, light. Take care, people.
Peace.
Peace.